Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel. So I am currently working on those paper pumpkin alternative videos for February 2024 kit called Sweet Springtime. This is alternative video number 23 right here. The reason being is video number 22 was this cute alternative twist on that cradle card, made it more of a platform card like so, right? Really cute. It does still fit in the Christmas, it looks like a Christmas, yes, it looks like a Christmas tree like that. And of course this is the horizontal version I did. This is Hank's Easter card that has the pull out slider for him. It needs to go in this way. It's fallen out a couple of times. So anyways, the cradle has that X-wing type deal version. The platform is more of that Christmas tree, and I like that lower profile. I like the way it sits, and my little dog, guys, has got to go outside. Oh, get yourself out there. Go. All right, we'll have to get up and let her in a minute. Never fails. So why am I doing a third version of this card? Well, I wasn't quite pleased that I have this 1/4 of an inch on both sides like that. I think I can do this without having any lip there at all. So that's what this one is all about. And this time you guys get to, I'm looking for the envelope, but you can't find it, so we'll just stick that aside for now. So here's my little notes. I'm going to need those in a minute. This is the project sheet. You can see you got 3 of this project. I do have 1 more treat box left. And this visual of everything, the QR code and the coordinating colors, we're going to put that out of our way. So what do I have left? Well, I have this bunny that I already made and colored and have the little chick next to it. I already had this 2-inch circle punch in my box of goodies. I'm using one of those Heart and Home doilies that I had, which that snuggles up next to it. This is the back of the second card base I had to cut because I messed up the first one. I have a daffodil or 2. And I have this envelope. We're going to use the envelope as the envelope. And I thought, let's use that petal pink. Now, I'm not going to stamp in petal pink. Petal pink is a great color, but it's stamped. I don't know what it is about that ink. It's just not my favorite thing. I haven't even cleaned off my stamps yet. But we are going to cut and do all of this for this cradle version card together. So I have a 1/2 sheet of cardstock. I need my cutter trimmer. I found another blade. I'm not sure that it's a great blade, cutting blade, but it's a blade that's better than the last one. So we need to put this in at 4 and, not a half, 4 1/4. Yes, 4 1/4. So now that I have it at 4 1/4, I need to turn it this way. I'm going to pull this off. I'll staple that back on. I was like, why bother to write a whole new page when I can just do this? So for the W fold, I need a piece that is 2 by 4 1/4. It's already 4 1/4, but we need to cut it to 2. There's 1. Now we need, the bottom piece needs to be 2 by 4 1/4, so another 2 inches there, and then we'll score them. Then we need another one for the top. Now this one we have to cut 2, vice the number 2 right there. So there's 1. This is for the top of the card. So this we're going to set aside. So we're going to move our cutting blade up and away. Now it says we are going to score these at 1 1/4. That's wrong. They should be scored at 1 inch. They all should be scored at 1. Yeah. Sometimes. All right. 1, 2, and 3. Now this is the top part. The part that I am changing this all up for so that I don't have that lip. 1, 2, and 3. So there's my top pieces. For the bottom is also going to be scored at 1 inch. 1, 2, and 3. This is my bottom piece, and then this is my W fold. So I'm going to score at 1/4 of an inch, at 1 inch, and then at 1 3/4. Now I need another piece. My book piece needs to be 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. So I need to pull the arm open. Cut this at 8 1/2. Are any of you guys following me? I'm wondering. So there's my 8 1/2. Get rid of my cutting blade, because now we are going to score at 3/4 of an inch, which actually it could be at 1 inch, but we're going to do 3/4. But I'm really thinking it needs to be at 1. Let's score at 4 1/4 first, because that's the halfway point. There's 4 1/4. We're going to wait to score the next one until I get to see it. Sorry to confuse you guys, but I just want to make sure. So I'm gonna fold this in half. Yes, I still have one more score to do on it on both edges, but I just want to be safe than sorry, right? So we're gonna fold this over. This is the bottom piece of my cradle. This is my W fold when I get done scoring it. So those little edges are going up. And the center one, like so. And this is using cardstock, colored cardstock, which is nice and thick. So I am going to start with this piece, give it some glue. And it's going on the inside of my tent, which I need to pick it up. Don't know why this gives me such a hard time, but it does sometimes. I guess I could just open it up and do it. It would have been a lot easier. So the next one is this side here. And there's little TT. TT, you have to wait. I have to get the glue in place. So fold it over and then fold that. And while I'm holding it and rubbing it, I'll get TT in the stamp room. Come on. Tia, get in here. I don't know if any of you guys have watched the show Will Trent. My husband and I are watching that series. And actually, the only reason why I love that show is because they have a little chihuahua like my little TT. So there's my little triangle, my little bottom half, if you will. Okay, there's that. So now we have our 2 by 4 1/4 scored at 1 inch. This is our platform. Or you could call it the X. I like to call it the platform because for me it is more of a platform. This one just isn't well. How is this one like? So not, it's going to do the job. So on the side, stick my finger in there. On this side, we're going to add glue. Little TT wants inside really bad. I think she's thirsty. She's going to have to wait. I don't have a water dish out here. I took it in and put it in the dishwasher. Plus, I didn't want ants in it. So this side, because now it's doesn't matter. It's no side is longer than the other. Just stick one of those on there like so. Gonna turn it this way. Oops. Smear the glue around. Okay, so there's one, which goes like that. This next one, of course, goes on the other side. My glue is being quite stubborn. And there is my other one. Now this is why I am waiting for, that's what I tried to do earlier that didn't work out for whatever reason, was getting it flat so I could rub it together. So this can be either your X for the cradle. Me, I want it to be a platform. A very low, shallow platform. See that? That's what we're going for. Now, I've got to measure this now. So I'm going to get it flat. And if it goes in all the way, bring it over here. That is to 5 1/4. So it still can come up 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to go ahead and score it 3/4 of an inch, just like I did on the last one. I just wanted to make sure. So here's 3/4 of an inch. 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Now this, if I do it right, let's double check because I can still correct it. This is coming all the way out to there. That will work. That will work. I want it all the way to the edge. So I'm folding these to the inside of whichever way you folded it. These need to come in. Now, from my pasting, I need to decorate this before I glue it into this piece. So, here we go. We just did the book piece. The DSP pieces need to be at 3 3/4 by 4, and we need one for the back. So I'm using that back of the card base that was given to us in our kit. So this can be at 4 by 3 3/4, right? So 3 3/4. Let me take a look. This is 3 1/2. Why do I say 3? There's always something wrong with me. So I have it 3 1/2. It should be 3 1/4 by 4. Or I can do the 8 bits, which I didn't want to do. So that's 3 1/2. It needs to be 3 1/4. Oh my goodness gracious, 3 1/2, 3 1/4. Sometimes that struggle with math, guys, even for me. This is by 4. I'm not going to like let it kill me. I am going to get it right. So that piece now is going here. That's the no 8s. This is just 1/4 of an inches. We need a piece the same for the back. Do I have? I don't think I have any white out. There's one sticking up. So we need it to be by 4. by 3 1/4 by 4. So this is for our back. Now we need that bit for down in the bottom, so it needs to be for the bottom of the cradle 3/4 inch by 4. So let's cut this to 4 and then cut it to 3/4 inch, and we need 2 of these. 1, 2, and that one I want to stick away so I don't accidentally try to use it, which I did on the other project. I have this little bit hanging out. I can put that, I don't like the dots though, but I could put that at the bottom there, but we're not going to do that. Nope. All right, so let's stamp. The problem is, what ink do we stamp it in? And we're going to use Berry Burst because the stamps are already in Berry Burst. So might as well. And they're going to show up against this petal pink. So this is my 2-inch circle punch, which I didn't write. 2-inch circle punch, DSP. That was actually from an envelope. And it's going to say it looks like spring because the other one will not fit in it. It looks like spring. And then we have springtime greetings. Making sure it's doing what it needs to do. We're going to do both springtime greetings and happy Easter. Nothing else. No greenery, no nothing. Though I'm starting to think I need to turn it over and do it again. For some reason, happy Easter looks crooked, like my stamp is not where I want it to be. So happy Easter and springtime greetings. Envelope. Nope. Where's my envelope? For this, we're just going to use this envelope. Ha. We're going to pretend I stamped that envelope, okay? We'll stamp one off camera. But let's get this card together. So there's my daffodil, my bits. This is the book bits. On one of these sides, we need to put this down. Didn't get enough of it in the corner. So if you didn't see enough of this card, now you have, right? And where is my piece like that? There's, oh, I do have the envelope right here we were going to use. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I was like, where is it? It's just not on the thing. It's just not. Some days it's crazy. Right. This is very simple, guys. Not difficult. We have these two pieces left from the sheet of cardstock we cut up. So I don't think it's too bad. This is my doily, which I could put front and center. Let's see. But I thought I would scooch it over a little bit. If you didn't have the bunny, just stick it like so. So a little over to the side here. Why am I so far up in the camera? I don't know, guys. Our little circle. It looks like spring. And our bunnies. Now I'm going to put these all flat. Just because I can. Look at how sweet that is. Now we're going to add the daffodil up here. And we have, besides my jacket catching things and dropping things off of the desk, we have these little dots we can add to it. So I'm going to 1, 2. I lost them for a while, now they're back. All right, so we have everything on there. Our cradle now, or platform as it really is. We have to put our DSP pieces down there to decorate that part. Oh, by the way, I finished my book, so I was reading 2 books. Had to stop reading both. One I was reading in bed because it was on my Kindle. The other was a hardbound book. The first one I wasn't too crazy about. The second one, really great book. It was called The War Pianist, written in 2013. Really great book. Sorry, forgot the author, who the author is. My apologies. But I really did enjoy his book. I really did. So now we are going to put these on here. Like so. And if I've done it right, maybe I need to, let's see. If I've done it right, oh my gosh, it's going to be perfect. We're going right to the edge, everybody. Hi, yes. I was a little worried. I really was. Just because sometimes, you know. So you will be seeing this. So I'm taking this, taking my cradle, flattening it out. I want this right to the edge. Trying to wiggle it in there, just so. Right up against my crease. Now I'm going to flip it over. Oh, it moved. Do not move on me. Oh, I need to get stuff prepared for Hank's lunch. I don't know why, but this is not lined up where it needs to be. Sorry. I need to do a little surgery because it's glued in place and I don't want it sticking out. And that side is too. How did I... There. Nope, it's still sticking out. Just trim it down. So we have our platform. Do you see? Let me show you the differences. So this one has this little lip. This one has absolutely no lip in it. Now the test is, will it stand up like its counterpart, or will it fold down? I think it's going to hold up. It's going to have a little tilt to it. That's what my guess. I should have left that little lip on there after all. I might put a little piece across here to stabilize that with a little, how would I do that? I just need a piece to go in there. Let's see, what is that? That's 2 inches. So if I just stuck a piece and glued it down on one side, it would do it. So let's do this. It just needs 1 7/8 by 3. This is what I'm talking about. It needs just a little piece like so. The base of this should have been that little bit bigger. If I'd had known that, I would have brought it out a little wider, I think. So I might have to try this fold again, but it does work. It's just a little top heavy because my base, I'm still looking at it, guys. That insert piece is not going to work. That will not help it. But it does stand up. I'm going to have to make this base just a little wider this way. But I do like that. This one has no problem. I mean, it might tip like that at once, but it settles down. I'm going to take the camera off and show you the view, because this one just is a little, it might be because of all the embellishments, it's a little top heavy. It sits up nicely too. Okay, let me take the camera down and show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. So this one, well, it's standing up pretty good now. But I think, yes, do you see how it just tips a little bit forward? This one doesn't have that issue. That one really well stays. This one tips ever so slightly forward, and I think it might just because of the weight of, even though my embellishments, there aren't a whole lot there. If I had a little bit more weight on that end, it wouldn't do that. Interesting. Interesting that it would tilt like that. So next one is to make this bottom base wider. Then I don't think I'm going to have a problem. So thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know your thoughts. It still is adorable, cute as a bunny. Both of them are. And please come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye bye, everybody.